Alrighty. Here we go. Game 1. Let's see what transpires here, shall we? Argus Desert Gate is the map. Feels good, man. I like this map. And in the red, playing as the Force Commander, it is the Tenso. And playing as the Chaos Lord once again, it is Arctic Frenzy. Ruthless at heart is playing as the Warlock. And Piano is playing as the Force Commander. They are arguing about who they want to fight. Let's see how it goes. Here comes the Chaos Lord, walking through cover, blowing up ammunition boxes as he goes with the power of the warp. Here comes the Warlock, forcing off the Scouts with some support from Guardians and Banshees. Here we go. Leaping into combat is the Expedite Warlock, chopping up a Space Marine. Chop, 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 chop. Doesn't do very much damage, but he's annoying. Let's see what's going on here. We have Blood Ravens from Piano. Moving forward. The Tactical Marine's going to find some heretics, not the guys they're looking for. Warlock being an annoying little bastard, getting his Destructor on, and that must have been a special attack into a retreat, because he just sort of teleported backwards there. Meanwhile, we have a double coming up here. We have the forces of Arctic Frenzy and Tenso pushing down against Ruthless at heart. This does leave Piano scot-free to do whatever the hell he wants. Is this Commander Hairgel? It is! Commander Hairgel is on the field, everybody. The most well-known commander in Blood Raven's history. So, this is kind of good and kind of bad for the red team. It's good because obviously they're going to take massive map control, early victory point pressure, having doubled the Eldar. But also, not ideal, because they're going to lose their natural power, and Piano is going to try and put the chokehold onto Arctic Frenzy here. Double Scouts will trade okay against the Heretics, as long as they don't get into melee. Meanwhile, Piano is now cut off by the flanking forces of the red team. This should open up some opportunity. Oh, Guardians really hate barrels, apparently. Expedite Warlock being forced away. Kill the weak, heals up the Force Commander, the Chaos Lord on retreat. Meanwhile, Banshees looking to get into contact with Tactical Marines. They force them back, and now Ruthless should be able to recap up some of this. But a very early triple cap here for the red team. We saw that what that led to in the last game. Kraken bolts on CSM out of cover, and the Force Commander is going to get absolutely minced by that. It doesn't do additional damage, but that's a lot of bolter fire. Space Marines forced to retreat here, double CSM, too much to handle on their own, whilst the Scouts decap the natural wreck point. Ruthless has done a good job spreading out his army, decapping where he needed to, and a lot of the early gains of the red team will now be taken away, but they have gained themselves 100-point victory point lead. They take out the natural wreck point. They are going to cap it as well, so it's going to take even longer to get back into blue team hands. What are we looking at in terms of builds? We have identical builds from Tenso and Piano. No war gear. Here comes the Combi Flamer, very useful against Eldar. Good there, low HP models. Can massively increase the range DPS of the Chaos Lord. Banshees have managed to find some power armor to bite into, but they get knocked back by the shotgun blast of the Scouts, who do lose a model, impaled on the barbed wire. Pretty grim for that guy. We have a single Shuriken weapon team up for Ruthless at heart. We might see a second, might see Rangers, depends what he feels like. Setup team is not going to be able to get set up in time to fire on the Force Commander, but moving in here, the Banshees and the Warlock will be able to do decent work. Battle Cry is popped. So lots of special attacks forthcoming. What's going on here? Pianos, Assault Marines, they cannot stick in that fight, but the Chaos Lord paying the price for holding back. Nice grenade. Will it kill him? Not quite. It was almost there. Retreat grenades, very useful against squads. Not so good against individual units. That's a really nice grenade. Awesome play from Piano Scouts there. These heretics might wipe. Not quite. Oh, Force Commander also needs to get out of there. Special attack and retreat. Retreat, lad. Get out. He's a ballsy one, is Commander Hairgel. Chaos Forces forced back from the Eastern Plateau. Should leave Piano pretty free to cap up. Not likely to be able to get much power pressure unless he goes for a Flamer right now. He does have the resources so to do. Probably won't invest them in that. So power has been mostly unmolested on both sides. There was a little shenanigan up here which will put the blue team slightly ahead, as we're seeing. And if we check the incomes, it should be mostly even here. Yep, mostly even. Slightly heavier build for Piano, but they both, Ruthless and Piano, click up at the same time to tier 2. Force Commander of Tenso forcing back the Guardians, but will be knocked down and engaged by the Merciless Witchblade Singing Spear. Not really a fight this guy wants at all here. Assault Marines low, just jumping in to secure the retreat of the Force Commander. Let's see, no Sergeant on this Scout Squad, no Sergeant on this Scout Squad, so no grenades coming, but that was a good shotgun blast. The domino knockback of the Warlock being blasted backwards, knocked down the Banshees, and the Warlock will probably go down here, and he does. Slightly overextended in the teeth of shotgun scouts. Unfortunate. Let's have a look at what's going up here. Havocs have set up near the entrance to the garrison. There's a grenade on retreat. It's not going to hit. Is there a secondary grenade? Yes, this Scout Squad still has their grenade, so if the Havocs take cover in the garrison, they shall not be safe, but it doesn't look like Piano has any interest in dealing with that, and instead will prefer to look to pressure the power. Meanwhile, Chaos Lord, with his Combi Flamer, use the Immolate to get these ones down. Havoc is setting up as well, so this will be a power trade. What's going on with the Eldar? Eldar are retreating. They have repurchased their Warlock, obviously dying down here. Extremely unlikely that Piano is going to be able to make the rotation over to res it. Havoc set up in point blank on the power, but meanwhile the engagement with flame attacks completely burning down the farm here. Would like to see the attacks actually roast some heretics at this point. Assault Marines grabbing their sergeant. Chop, chop, chop. Aspiring Champion is going to escape just. He's jumping forward. It's going to get maybe one more hit. Yeah, it's enough. That was a really good jump. Nice work by Piano. And decapping the power completely. Piano does not have Requisition to node, neither does Ruthless. They know that this is going to get bashed. There's nothing they can do about it, so just looking to delay it as long as possible. First choice in tier 2 from Ruthless will be the Falcon. Grav tank, transport, has some light anti-vehicle capacity. Let's have a look-see at how this engagement goes on. Tenso is pulling back, retreating. He's about to hit tier 2. Can he hold his power here? Bloodletters are coming up from AF2. Force Commander now with the teleporter pack. Might go for a Thunderhammer, might go for a Power Fist. We'll see how that goes. Forcing back the Havocs. Red team now resecuring Requisition and power, as the blue team shortly will. Engagement here on the power of Tenso. Assault Marines don't jump in, they have their jump out. They did get suppressed by the war shout of the Banshees, who keep their speed buff because they didn't quite make contact, so still charge away. Shotgun Scouts knocking back the Banshees. They will pay a desperate price for this though, losing most of their HP. Only one model, however. One Assault Marine model did go down here. With the Falcon on the field though, the Eldar can sustain pretty much indefinitely. Tenso thinks it's over. AF2 says it isn't. Certainly a large advantage for the blue team here. Just compositionally speaking, there's nothing Tenso can really do to push out against the Eldar at this stage. Eldar now looking to flank the army of AF2, recognizing it, AF2 retreats straight away. Did not want to get caught out there. Whilst the main body of the Eldar host is away, however, the Assault Marines managed to find an engagement onto the setup team. Guardian weapon team is almost certainly dead here. There's no way they get out. Oh, okay. Shows what I know. I was really close. Perfectly calculated. 10 HP. 9-4. Bolt pistols from the Assault Marines. Fire, lads. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah. Alright. Here comes the rest of the Eldar coming back. East side secured. Triple cap is secured. If they can hold down the middle, which they shouldn't have any trouble doing. Multi-melted Dreadnought. Trying to get into range. It's not going to get into range of the Falcon unless there's massive miss micro. No weapon upgrade yet for Commander Hairgel. Just the teleporter pack. Probably won't need one, honestly. Bloodletters jump in onto flame attacks. They have their Sergeant, so considerably tougher in melee. Assault Marines also have the Sergeant and a Melter Bomb. Banshees engage onto the multi-melted Dreadnought with their Exarch and Aspect of Strength. They do have heavy melee, but not enough to actually take it down. Looks like the Exarch actually died. AF2's Bloodletters very low, jumping away into the teeth of the Assault Marines. Assault Marines lose everything. Do they go down here? CSM could have forced melee. One last hit, and they do get it. ASM go down. The Razorback was not enough to sort out the safe egress of those Assault Marines. If they weren't in retreat, they probably could have jumped into the transport. And the entire Red Team army is back in base. Triple cap shortly to be reinstated. There is a Bright Lance on the field now for Ruthless. Probably won't come into play. Not really much the Red Team can do. It's just gonna slowly tick down to victory. Librarian on the way for Piano. Almost certainly won't even see combat. As soon as the triple cap comes in, it'll probably be over. Razorback charging forward pretty recklessly, but GG it is. That's a game.